Hello, YouTube. My name is Oshi, I guess, and this is Pointing the Wrong Way. Tiki. Um,
Hey.
if you couldn't tell, I haven't done a YouTube intro in a long time, so I'm good at it, if I ever was. But for our first video on this channel, thought that we would do an analysis of today's Nintendo Direct. A lot of stuff to talk about. Probably the longest direct we've had in a very long time. Lots of good stuff and lots of course, we're Nintendo fans, so we'll still find something to complain about at the end of the day.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But
like,
we can be grateful today.
yeah, but I mean, well, yeah, we got a lot of stuff, so I am not gonna be a little whiny baby about it. But without
Yep.
further ado, let's get into this. And I hope they keep this intro. They they popped off with that
Yeah, it's very unique. I was surprised.
because we've seen the same one for the past like at least 8 years.
Yeah. Feels refreshing.
8 years, man.
Yeah.
I was in 6th grade. God damn. That is
was
some
eighth grade going
crazy,
into ninth
crazy,
grade.
crazy crap, man. Starting off with a harmonica solo that did not need to go as hard as it did.
Yeah, I mean, the vibes were right when looking at this.
Oh, it's like, yeah, it's actually like old western.
Yeah. I love the details of the clouds. I'm just not realizing that.
I know,
Than before.
like that first shot. Like, I didn't think this was Mario Kart until I saw Yoshi. I was just like, what game is this, man?
Yeah.
Like,
Good. Genius. I don't even know. Did you see the seagull? I mean, that's super niche detail, but there's a seagull in the sky. Top left.
oh yeah.
There's birds. There's just. Wow.
24 characters.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, seeing those overheads of the courses was like insane.
Yeah,
They're just so big.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see if they'll have any customizations with which tracks you can do. I know they'll have the Rumble Grand Prix, but
Yeah, I know, because I know, like, if you could do that, that would. I wonder how that would. I wonder how the transitions of tracks do, because I'm assuming they don't do laps, because, or maybe they do on some, or maybe not. I'm not sure. They probably had to change how the courses worked, because if you have to go, or at least at the end, maybe the course like shifts or something. Oh yeah, Tony Hawk at Mario Kart.
Yeah, bouncing off the walls.
Fucking Moo Cow. Moo Cow.
Yeah, they got the Moo riding on the radio. Anything like that.
Hammer Bro. Toadette.
Classic Bullet Bill's back.
Did we even see Toadette in Mario Kart 8, or did we just see like the Peach at whatever? I can't even remember.
I don't remember now.
And costumes.
Oh,
I'm wondering how that works, if you can only do them in game or if you could choose them before. Or...
I hope we can choose them before.
I hope so too.
Um,
Freaking, that map looks.
Mario Kart World. That map does look nice.
Like.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto.
Crazy.
I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo
it looks
Direct.
beautiful.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World.
Yeah. Oh yeah, World. I was just expecting a number, but I'm kind of glad that they
What
did.
do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
I like the planes.
Just looking at the background was
in the
insane.
Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo
This game is
Switch
just so
2 system. Welcome
beautiful.
to this vast world.
Look at that, bro. That's crazy.
Wow.
I could totally see them adding, like, Hyrule as a second map.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I want them to do what they did with Smash Bros. With Mario Kart. Like, I know they just announced like Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not like the same thing, but it's similar. But just like this would be, Nintendo Kart would be cool, or just like whatever, and they can invite everybody. Like, imagine, imagine you got Sora in Mario Kart. or any of
I
those
like
characters,
the
or
I
get
like the idea of
Sephiroth
like,
in Mario Kart.
no, that would be crazy. I really like the idea of like a different continent, just like, or just an island, and you just drive to the island, and it just being like Hyrule Castle or something like that,
Yeah,
or
because it's like it reminds. I mean, there's a lot of locations that are like the same, but I mean, it looks like a brand new place.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
I like the Star
easy to look
Pond.
at.
throughout various regions that span the globe.
Is that Moo Moo Meadows?
Kart races are
Yeah.
held throughout various regions
it?
that span the
I would
globe.
expect it to be since
Is that like an African map or? Is
that's
it
what I was
or
about to
something like
say.
that?
Time of
I look
day and weather
like it.
conditions, the atmosphere will change.
I love that. If I ever play Boo,
These
I'm playing
outfits
him.
look insane.
He
And
got
also
like
the terrain just changing per
Yeah.
whenever.
And in this Mario Kart game,
driving before starting the race. Oh wait, let me okay,
Like,
so
it's
we
like
got
F1.
Sting Bee, we got Sidestepper, Monty Mole, Parabid Bud, that we got
and in this
There's
Penguin,
Nabbit on the right.
Nabbit, Spike.
Mario Kart game,
Regular.
Is that
Yeah,
Swoop?
regular.
That the fuck is Swoop?
Yeah.
you
I didn't see him earlier,
off
bro.
the racetrack
You
with
see
Yeah.
something new every time, I guess.
everywhere in this world.
I saw him
Open-
on Twitter. I didn't
Open Open World Mario
In the
Kart
classic
before
Grand
GTA
Prix,
6.
race through 4 courses and
Yeah.
bid for first place.
Hey, Nintendo's had to. There it is, Fairway at Oasis. I know you
You'll
saw
also
it.
drive to the next.
Looks like a.
But don't
That
skip
might be
the
that
wheel.
track.
Yeah,
No, yeah, that's
Sahara.
like
To the
yeah.
next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers
It
in
looks
each
so
race,
beautiful.
the most in
there's just-
series history.
Yeah,
the
Bowser with
competition is gearing
the
up.
exhaust coming out of his shell is great.
That looks. It's really cool.
Introducing
Knockout Tour.
Knockout Tour.
I know Knockout Tour is a big thing in the
Race
modding
nonstop from one
scene.
corner of the world
Everyone
to
seems to
another.
really like that, so it's cool that it's native now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like,
There
I've
are
played
multiple
some before,
checkpoints along the
and
way.
then I was watching
Your goal to
Roger
place in
Space's
show
video
who
as
hit a
well. He
checkpoint,
mentioned that. I was like,
you'll
oh
be
yeah.
eliminated.
Oh, it's a little like battle royale
You make
kind
it
of.
all the way to the finish line?
We know coins are still an item in the game.
Yeah, sadly.
On the back of the car.
You can also
Okay, yeah,
freely
this
drive
is
around
crazy.
this vast world in
Free
free
roaming
roam.
across the whole map.
Like if you can
is-
genuinely drive without limits, like there's no like load, like not or like minimal loading zones, that's gonna be insane.
So drive
Yeah, just
wherever
going to
your heart takes
whatever
you.
course you want.
You can also go for scenic
I
drives
wonder if there'll be
with
like a
friends.
fast travel.
I feel like
Even
that
take
will be like
photos
the only
together
loading
at
zones
different
there.
locations.
Photo mode's gonna be good for thumbnail. We will be playing this on day one, maybe, hopefully, if I can get my hands on one. So stay tuned for that.
Ooh, what was that? Waluigi had like a bike.
Oh, he had a do-rag on.
Yeah, he had a he had a do.
Oh, that's that's
That's a cool biker outfit.
I love
That's a
that.
cool biker outfit.
Oh, and
I like
Cataquack.
that a lot.
Cataquack.
Yeah, look at his wheels bounce.
Why is he like scrunched in there like this?
Yeah, he's squishing himself. And then Koopa just grabbing
Dino Jungle. I know that was a fan.
A brand new race across the entire world.
I wonder if
starts
each skin has a
here.
different like
Mario Kart.
emote when they do tricks.
Okay,
Also, this front art looks amazing.
that's wallpaper work. Okay, so we got Wario, DJ, Toadette, Rosalina, Yoshi, King Boo, Bitty Bud,
Don't forget Goomba.
Luigi, Goomba,
Well,
Bowser.
there's two, I guess.
Oh yeah, weird.
That's strange.
Bowser, Peach, Pokey. Saw a picture
Yeah,
of
he's in the
Twitter.
back.
Mario, Toad, okay.
What's my boy
that
DK doing
that
with the burger, bro?
that design is growing on me, and I like the fucking burger. He's about to shove that shit in his mouth.
All right, YouTube. I'll admit it. I was not for it at the beginning, but
I don't think anyone was like when I saw it for like I didn't even see it in the trailer until it was pointed out to me on Twitter. I was just like, oh, but I was just like, and then people are still freaking out about it. It's like obviously like I know some people will only see Seth Rogen, and it's all the people that just fucking hate Seth Rogen. It's like, like it's
I get
just
it.
the
He
design.
might not be the coolest guy, but DK is still DK.
Like
I
compared
love them.
compared to the design before, like it was like a more like not realistic, but like he looked like more of an actual monkey. But now he's kind of just like he's a cartoon character, like how everyone else is.
He's a cartoon monkey. I mean,
Because
that's what he's supposed to be.
yeah, so I mean, people, I mean, everyone can have their own opinion, but just like I mean, he's supposed to be a cartoon monkey, and then people getting upset that he looks like a cartoon monkey is kind of just like.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But
Yeah, I think it looks good. Looks good,
Pauline, Daisy, Penguin,
Penguin's coming
Lakitu,
back.
I know that. Sergeant Chuck is one. I know there's plenty of other. Didn't make it.
Wait, is that the racing version? The one with the flag? Because look, there's one with the light in the back, on the left. Top. See,
Oh
that's
yeah.
I think that's the one that says "Get ready, set, go." Nah,
Maybe
not
this,
game
maybe
time.
this, maybe this one's probably he's probably at the end. That's the,
Yeah, but
The game launches on the
So
same
really
day
cool.
as
Launch
Nintendo
title.
Switch 2.
launch title.
More details about this title
we will be
shared
recording
in
our
the
reaction to
upcoming
this
Mario Kart World
We
Direct.
will. I'll
or
in
analysis
depth.
at
For
least.
more
I'm gonna be at work
information,
that day. That sucks. I should be like, can I take off, please?
Mario
Again.
Kart World launches on the same
For like
day
a
as
30-minute
Nintendo Switch
direct.
2.
Like, can I take off? I don't want to be here.
We'll share more details in the
Please.
future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Yes, I will. He got the drip on.
Next, we'd like
do
to
too.
introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Now, I called this one.
These
This
are
was
the
my
Joy-Con
wild
Nintendo
card
Switch
pick last
2.
night when we were doing our
Wow.
direct bingo. Like,
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
C button.
Let's take a look.
having
at
a whole
some
button
Is
modes.
C
dedicated
supposed
that
to
they're
stand for capture?
probably chat because the other one is the capture button.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, the fact that they have an entire button dedicated to that is kind of. I mean, they must take it seriously.
Yeah, they must have taken a lot of detail to it if every single Switch is gonna have,
Yeah. One thing I did appreciate was like down the line whenever they start streaming.
Game chat from a distance.
Oh yeah.
Your voice
I
is
don't know how
recognized
this
by
is
a
gonna
microphone
work.
built into the system.
I know the Pro controller has an audio jack on there, so you could probably plug in a headset. But I don't see this working as well as they say. Because no way this guy's gonna be blending me a good smoothie, and then they can hear me. Like they got built-in noise suppression or whatever.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see what it looks like.
You
But
can use this feature
I mean,
in
obviously,
handheld
I
mode
hope
too,
it
letting you easily chat with
runs
friends and
well
family.
and it's good. But
If you open
they
the
have
chat
their
little
menu
built-in
and turn
Discord.
on game screen sharing,
Yeah, I mean, it literally looks exactly like Discord. It's just Mario. Like,
you can also share
this is
your
what I was
game
gonna talk
screen.
about. I know, I'm glad that they were honest with the quality of the streaming, and they weren't like, oh, it's gonna be perfect, and it's like you can tell it's really laggy, but that's fine. Like, I know why they didn't do Discord, just because they can't moderate Discord,
Yeah, they can't regulate it.
and I don't think that's a problem, really. Like, I think it's interesting how they handled that situation when they knew everyone wanted it, and now you don't have to go through the stupid Twitch Online app.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
As long as the
You can adjust
You know,
the size of
connections,
your
yeah.
game screen.
Yeah. Shout out to that guy playing DK Country.
Guys, I'm lost. Like, where'd you go?
maybe that's a teaser for later on.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're honest that it doesn't look the best, but it's just like Switch Online servers are already bad. I know they're probably trying to work on making them better, but it's like I don't expect them to be like perfect.
So
I would-
everyone can watch them play.
Yeah, I agree. I would assume that they have worked on trying to make it better, knowing how.
Like,
Mario
I
Kart
think they had
World
been
is,
running
meeting
on-
up with your friends like this.
Yeah, I think they had been running on the same servers forever. Obviously, you want to be on Ethernet if you can, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like I don't.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button.
I honestly, if they hadn't have done this, I wish they would have added like another capture button on the right side and then a home button on the left side, so that anyone could still push those buttons using that controller.
Here,
Yeah,
you can
instead of
quickly
being like,
and
"Yo,
easily
capture,
mute
capture
yourself
it,"
and
Yeah.
more.
Like, I know they
And
kind of
what's
needed
next?
something to bring up the chat menu, but there probably could have been
By
better.
connecting this camera
This
to
is
the
what I was
system-
not expecting,
I was not expecting to see that.
because it's just like it is something Nintendo would do totally, but like was not expecting that.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Good?
You can
I
appear
mean-
on screen and video chat while playing a game.
It's like you don't even need a green screen too. It's just
It's cool that how it's
Here's
built
how it
in,
works with just the
but
camera feed.
going from Switch 1 power to being able to handle game streaming, voice chat,
Please look forward to
all
games which
that,
use your camera feed
and
like
then
this.
green built-in like background removal tool.
No,
And then same with that, I like that.
left to left.
you already know.
You already know we're
toxic we're
we're
I'ma do
having
that.
Using game chat.
I'm going
look at
crazy.
flight reacts, bro.
You can
Yeah,
play
Flight
games
React, you
and
know.
hang out as if
You
you
know
were
I got
together
to.
in the same room. Play together.
I mean, what's the
or
point of leaving your
compete in
house when you
online
go?
multiplayer games.
Yeah, I guess we could play Mario Wonder online now, and I could just fully record it on my capture card.
Yeah, I mean,
Decide your
Oh yeah,
own
Mario
rules
Wonder
for a
video coming
retro
soon.
game competition.
yeah.
Or
Hopefully.
hold a sports
If we
competition
have no
between
complications.
families.
Yeah, we have no
All together,
complications with.
New capture card is
anytime,
coming
anywhere.
tomorrow
Game
or
chat.
today.
Okay, that's good.
We got
Yeah,
this.
test it.
What did you think? In
Good
developing
job.
I
Game Chat,
think it was
our
really
goal
good.
was
Good
for
job,
you to
Nintendo.
enjoy playing online with others more
First
closely,
chapter, very.
including
Like
family
I know
and friends. Almost as if you're
I
all
know a lot
friends
of people
together in the
hate
same
corny
place.
shit like that, but it's just like that's what Nintendo is. Like if you don't like
The
that,
camera
then
you
you're
saw
I
in
mean,
the trailer
why are
is
you
the
even
Nintendo
watching
is
this?
the friends and family.
which will be available on the same day
You
as
know,
Switch 2.
It's,
A
you know,
Nintendo
you gotta
Switch
be here
Online
for it.
membership will be
I
required.
mean, if you're
to
not
use
here for
Game
it,
Chat.
then doors that way. Literally.
However, since we'd
Get
like as many
out!
people as possible
Go
to
away!
experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
Game
We
chat.
hope you'll try it out.
And they're giving us a full year trial pretty much.
Additionally, Game Chat
Yeah.
supports the Nintendo
And that's for people
Switch
who don't have
Parental
online.
Controls app, and different
Yeah.
settings can be adjusted.
Well,
For
I'm
example,
if $20 a year
permission is always
minimum ain't
required when
bad.
a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their
Depends on the
friends.
person. We don't judge, but
We'd like to
we're
introduce
also two
another new
consenting
experience
adults
you
who
can
have a
share
job,
with
so
family
it's
and
a little,
friends.
we can say that.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo Switch,
Download
even if you just
play,
have one
man.
game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend. System
Like,
using
sharing.
just one
yeah.
game.
I don't like
Game share.
this
As
order
shown here,
right here,
even
especially
games
for
that
the person
require
who owns the
multiple
game. I
users
think
can
that's kind of
play if
dumb.
one person
It
owns
does
a
look a little
compatible
wonky.
game.
Especially on the
With
Switch
Game
too. Like
Share,
look at
you
that
can
border,
temporarily share
bruh. Like
compatible games with
There's
others
not a
who
lot of
also
play
have
room. But hey,
Nintendo
we could
Switch
play,
too, or a Nintendo Switch system. You can
could
share a
play
game with
those-
up to 3 other
Yeah.
systems at a
games.
time.
that
Yeah,
looks
and
that looks
Online
evil as
play
fuck.
with
I'm
other
just
Switch
gonna
2
say it right
systems.
now.
And
So
Hopefully
playing
you can remove the.
so
Surely
so
you can remove it, bro.
like so game chat. Obviously, I already knew the screen got smaller with game chat. I know there's definitely a better way they could do that, and they may. I hope they do like kind of like a Discord overlay.
I'm assuming it's just a function already.
Yeah, but this damn bar plus this being small because of this, and then all this empty space. Like they could have used that way better.
Those little icons or whatever, that could, at the very top, could have shown as just the, like the Discord green light
Yeah,
at the top, and then just remove the bottom so we can get a bigger screen to play on.
yeah, and it's like I understand if like they do end up showing camera, but like still they could have put it on the side.
Yeah, because
Or just shrunk.
not everyone who has this or who's gonna do this is gonna have a camera to set
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I do. I'm glad that
clearly they thought
I
about that.
I know the camera's only $50, but I'm glad that you can use. I think it says it's compatible with cameras. I don't know how
Yeah.
that works, but
Then again, YouTube. Once again, we're two consenting adults. $50 is in our pay range.
yeah, that's like 2 hours of work. So
We do not discriminate.
we do not discriminate. I mean, it's not even a bad camera. Like I was expecting that shit to be $100, honestly. Like just because it's
Honestly,
Nintendo.
knowing Nintendo, I thought they were gonna rack the price up high.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about price while we're talking about money. So, $80 for Mario Kart.
It's up there. It's definitely up there. I wish it
I
was lower, but
we're
I mean,
we're going to get an explanation. I'm assuming, or get more explanation as to like what are we getting in this on 17th or whenever that direct is.
yeah.
But like $80, which it comes so the Switch 2 is $449, which I don't care. That's a good price. With all that we
That's
saw
base
today,
model.
with all that we saw today, and I know I'm a Nintendo fanboy, diehard fan, but just like all that we saw today going from what we had, like it doesn't have an OLED screen. They're gonna
Yeah.
release one in like 4 years. Who cares? I'll buy it then too.
So tight.
It's like I will buy it then too, even if they don't. Like if whatever, like that's
Well,
not a
let's
bad
talk
price.
about.
It's still cheaper than PlayStation.
That's true.
PlayStation has no games, and that's not just
True.
me being a bitch. It's just like PlayStation
It's
has
true.
like no
That's
games.
true.
Like
Uh,
unless you're trying to play Spider-Man when it comes out and not wait a year for it to be ported to PC. Like I personally don't see what's on there, in my opinion.
yeah. I think it's reasonable. The price. I also think we'd be saving like $30 if we bought the bundle with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I still think that's
And it sucks
um,
because I wish they had done something with that bundle to make it like they had put something on the Joy-Cons or the dock or whatever to make it like a special edition because this is a big deal.
yeah,
Like this is a once in an 8 year to like or like 6 to 10 year opportunity. Usually not
hmm
10, but like 6 to 8. And
yeah,
just throwing I understand why they didn't, but at the same time it's like throwing in not even a physical game and just a digital game.
yeah.
Like, not everyone cares about physical media, but especially now more than ever, whenever people are like Steam, PlayStation, they're all having to like specify that hey, you're just buying like a license game. You're not buying when you're buying
It
digital
feels
stuff.
good to actually have a physical copy of the game,
Like,
knowing that you own it.
yeah, like I go into my closet, I got like 100 Switch games on my shelf. It's just nice. I have like custom spines, like all that. Like that I made or and then some that I bought. Like it's just like it's fun like going in there and looking at all these games that I have and then just being able to open the case, pop it in, play it. Not having to worry about downloading it, which I know now they have these stupid game key things. But it's basically just like PlayStation, Xbox, where you just get the disc, it's like a key. And then as long as it's in the console and you have it downloaded, then it's fine. I understand that for big games, which I think that's the main thing here is like games that are like Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
That's not going to fit on a cartridge.
yeah,
I don't think. I know they have 64 gig cartridges, but I don't think they should try. I wouldn't mind downloading that as long as I know that it ran good. But and then just having the physical card just because like hey, it's even though it's not the actual game, it's the key. It's kind of
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But
Also, knowing us, we have the ability to play those kind of games on PC anyway.
yeah,
So
so
I
it's
wouldn't
like
be
I
too
mean,
mad not getting a
yeah,
Elden Ring or
but I'm just glad and
any of those games.
I know that this is going to all contribute to e-waste eventually and fucking all that. But going to the store as a kid and like so like just imagine you're like a kid and you're going to the store and
Mm-hmm.
you want to like you're just like hey I want to play 2K like the whatever the last 2K was that was on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
You go pick it up and there's this big ass block like wall of text that says download only code in box no game card like okay
Yeah, can't do
so
that.
why even put it in a damn box? Just give me the piece of paper. You're wasting plastic and killing turtles.
Yeah,
It's just
and
like, uh, like I. So it's still the same thing now, but you actually have the physical part of it. So it's not like you get the box and you're just like, oh well, throw it away, whatever.
yeah, it's
But
not really
because
fun to deal with.
I mean, I have a few of those games for PlayStation. There, like when I played Fortnite, like you have the codes, like the
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got the
I think I
Joker.
had one like
I
that.
got the Joker bundle. Like
Oh, okay.
I just liked I liked that because I thought it was cool. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, like I haven't bought a single Switch game like that because well, one, most of them fit on a cartridge.
Yeah,
But hopefully now they won't have to do all that. But yeah, like seeing games like Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy VII Remake, all that stuff, like definitely crazy.
yeah. Alrighty.
I'll stop
And you can
yapping
use
now.
it with friends via game chat, which we showed earlier.
Good segment. Good segment.
Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles.
So I
Yeah.
like that. Playing for several titles in
We'd
the
like
future.
to show
So
you the Nintendo Switch
that's just
2
what
I
they
mean,
available.
itself.
yeah, that guarantees that at least they'll probably put some more thought into it and how they could better the interface.
Yeah. Now we're gonna see a
At
preview
7.9 inches, Switch
uh,
2 has a bigger built-in screen.
or overview.
Here's how that
Driving in the
compares
ocean's
to Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch.
that I know
Size
that's gonna be
thickness
so
remains the
comfy to
same.
hold in your hands. Like the Switch is
Yeah.
already comfy to me. Like I got like
With
average
approximately
size
double the
hands,
pixels
but like
compared to Switch,
holding a
you can
2DS
enjoy games
XL,
in
like
greater
even the
detail on
biggest DS that
1080p
they
screen.
offer, like it's just still not comfy at all. 1080p screen,
Yeah.
120 frames per second. That
Screen
scared the
supports
shit out
up
of
to
me this
120
morning.
frames per second,
Yeah. This
allowing
morning
for
I
smoother
was.
gameplay in supported
Like,
Like
titles.
they just skipped right past 60 and just like, yeah, we don't need that. HDR.
The LCD screen
HDR
is more
was
vivid,
pretty nice.
and
I have
supports
HDR
HDR,
monitor, so
providing more contrast between
Going from
light and dark areas
720p
of the
handheld,
images.
which I know like it still goes 720 on like performance mode in Metroid, but like
All-new Joy-Con 2
720p,
controllers
120
connect
frames per
magnetically.
second, HDR,
Strong
like
magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to
you
the
can
system.
tell a difference, but it's
Detach
not
your
like
controller easily by
like
pressing the
world
release button
shattering.
on the back.
I like that feature right there.
I know
Just press the button and then it releases the
The SL
magnets.
Yeah,
I think that
buttons
is
are bigger
genius.
for greater
this
comfort
right
and
here,
control when playing with
that's
the
gonna be
Joy-Con
great.
2
You don't have to
held
buy grips
horizontally.
probably anymore, unless you just really
Yeah.
need it.
The left and right
But I know
sticks
people
are
were
now
saying
locked.
about those like little connectors on the rails, like,
Yeah.
and like
Each
it looks
Joy-Con
like
2
they're snug.
controller can be used as a mouse to play
So
with
and they
compatible
they
games.
shook them around and
Both
everything.
the
I don't
left and
think
right
that
Joy-Con 2
kids are going to be
support
breaking
mouse
those unless they're
controls.
like have the controllers off and are ripping it off.
By adjusting
Yeah.
the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in
I think the
speakers
speakers on the
clearer
OLED are
and
already
more
really
natural
good, so
in
I'd kind of
handheld
like to
and
see how these
tabletop
are.
modes.
Yeah. I wonder what.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can
we
voice
can see
chat
that
with
earlier,
friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your
We'll
voice
see about
will
that
come through
Nintendo, but
clearly.
I have high hopes for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Yeah, we're in like a good pair of Sonys and playing handheld mode, or like AirPod
You know
Maxes.
my
Oh yeah, I think you'll have a good
Place
time.
your Nintendo Switch 2
My
however
XL4s
you
are
like,
nice,
with a
bro.
large,
because it
sturdy
comes with a
stand.
cord, like aux cord.
Yeah, you can
Move it
plug that
freely,
into the
like this.
console with the Pro Controller.
In addition
Okay,
to the USB-C
if they
port
don't
found on the bottom of the
add
system, there's one on
a
top
touch
as
screen, I'm going like if they don't like release a touch screen attachment for
It's
DS
handy
support,
for
I'm gonna
connecting
lose
a
myself, bro.
USB-C camera
Yeah, I
or charging in tabletop mode.
me and Spencer have already talked about it. We want it. We want it bad. That's our childhood right there. We
Like,
need that.
Nintendo
I know
Switch
they're
2
releasing a
desire
Tom.
for that.
I know they're releasing a
256
Tomodachi
gigabytes of
Life,
internal storage,
like for
8
Switch. They
times
just
that
announced
of
it,
Nintendo
but
Switch.
like
Yeah.
For storing your
having the
downloads,
OG Tomodachi
save
Life,
data, and more.
that would be
Reading
childhood
and
dream.
writing data is also
That's good.
faster.
4K support.
Use the
I didn't
Nintendo
think they
Switch
had
2
it in them.
dock to connect
Yep.
to your TV and
I also
enable
love
up to
the
4K
built-in fan that they
resolution
have.
for
I
compatible
wasn't
games.
expecting that. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought it was
HDR
bulky
is
just
also
because.
I
supported
heard
for
about that,
TV mode.
and I was like, I don't know if they're actually gonna do that, but I mean, if it's really going up to 4K, I guess it makes.
The fan ventilation, like
The
I mean,
Nintendo
I
Switch
believe
2
it now.
dock
Just
has a
looking at
built-in
this.
fan
I'm
keeps
hoping
your
that
system
that
cool.
fan does not
This
wear out.
helps keep performance stable.
I'd
Yeah,
assume
that is
not,
also a worry.
because docks are $110, I think, for the
On
Switch 2
Nintendo
dock.
Switch 2, you can
I'm
play
buying
Nintendo
another
Switch
one
2 games,
so I can have it in
as well
multiple
as
rooms without having to
compatible
move it all the
Nintendo
time. But
Switch
like,
games. Physical and digital games are
Mhm.
supported.
This console just looks so beautiful. Also, the new grip or whatever.
yeah, since it's bigger,
It looks weird with it just being like shaven right next to it.
yeah,
But I'm assuming it's.
and
It's
those
what's
controllers are
comfortable.
more
Just saw
curved, like so it
Nintendo
feels
Switch
like it
Yeah.
kind of just
is
goes into the grip.
simply
But
an improved
I think
Nintendo
like
Switch.
if you didn't have the money for a Pro controller or
We
didn't have
redesigned
the
the
ones
system from
the
the
like
ground
one
up
from the
and
Switch,
packed
because I
in
think it's
lots
still
of new
compatible.
gameplay features.
Like That one,
And to help
eh.
players better understand the Switch
I mean, this
2
literally is like
hardware,
shaved
we're
off,
currently developing this
but
game.
it still
Mr.
looks good. To be honest.
Yeah,
Kawamoto!
but
Hello.
yeah, I still
Current
feel like that
location
would be a good option
is
for
actually
people
inside the game itself.
if you don't have a Pro Controller.
This is
Now let's
Nintendo
talk
Switch
about
2 Welcome Tour,
this.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, hey, it's Astro's Playroom.
You know,
And
I
then
thought
as
the
as
exact
we
same
go,
thing.
yeah, as we go along, it's just like, hey, it's like a instruction manual.
It's just a tech demo,
It's
and
not even a. There are some games I will give it that. So that's the tech demo part. But the fact that it's like it's mainly just informatics, and then they're charging for
I really wish it was like an Astrobot copy.
it. Like I
Like I don't
wouldn't
care if they got
care.
the crap for it, but I genuinely feel like
Like I would not care if it was paid if it had a physical release, just so I could say it because I like collecting stuff. But like
yeah,
if this game is more than like $5-10, it's just like what? Who do
it
they
does
expect?
not need
Who
to
do
be
they
more than
expect?
$10.
Who do they expect to buy?
Yeah,
Like I would pay $10. Like from what? Like
I would pay
for
$10. Yeah,
because just for testing stuff out. Like 1-2 Switch was $50, and obviously the game had its own fan. Like it had its things, but
yeah,
$50 for a party game that gets stale after 1 or 2 plays is not good. So if they charge $50 for this shit, it's over. Turn it off. We're done.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's cute. New game cards.
yeah, new quotation marks.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
Uh,
are red and they're faster. Moving on.
yeah. I like that they're just red. I don't like the. I don't know. It's like my eyes see two different red colors.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I don't like the. I don't think they show any box arts in this video, but I can put one up on screen right now. It's not great, especially for
Yeah.
the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of old games. I think I will genuinely buy the Switch version of Metroid Prime 4 and just upgrade. Just because the box is fucking ugly. I'll put this
Yeah.
one up on screen too. Like it's just not good at all. Not great. There's like a wall of text on there like, "Hey, just making sure you know this is the Switch 2 edition." Uh
Mm.
and it's only for the games that are co-releasing. So like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, like they're already on there. Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a co-release, and then Pokemon ZA is going to be a co-release. Which, yeah, I mean that makes sense too. Because yeah, the footage they were showing in the old trailers, like obviously the first one that they showed at Pokemon Presents with like the actual game footage, I was like, I don't really like that. And then they showed footage last week, and it looked really good. And then it looked, even though they didn't show much footage today, like I already know what it looks like, but it looked really good today, just because of that, like 1080p or 4K, and then high frame rate. It was smooth, like silk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I understand this. I know there was a few people that were like, kind of like, well, what about my old SD cards? Well, I mean, it's not gonna run great. It's not gonna be
I
able to
thought that they
run.
weren't even compatible at all.
Yeah, they're not. Well, I mean, if they could run, I don't
I
think.
see. I see. I see.
I
Yeah.
don't think that they would run great because I think that's the whole.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole different system. Like a lot of people think this is just like a, or what I've seen is that a lot of people think it's just a copy and paste kind of system.
Yeah,
Uh, People don't really understand that it's a lot more than just it can run 4K. It can run 120 frames. Like the whole system on the inside is
I
upgraded.
really want to see the
So
specs, like the actual spec. I know they're not
yeah,
gonna necessarily post it. People are gonna have to dig for it, and I think they already kind of dug for it whenever they got like an early model. But
yeah,
like, I want to see what powering it to shove it all into like the same thickness device, and then
yeah.
see what's cooling it as well. Because I know some instances the old Switch had cooling problems. So
Hmm.
putting it in the
I
same,
wonder how they
I know it's
adjusted
taller,
that.
but I know the thickness is the same. So I'm kind of curious to see they would do to cool it. Data
Yeah.
transfer, I'm glad that that's going to be simple. I know they said they wanted to do easy transfer with Nintendo accounts.
Yeah, they just said we have to sign in.
Yeah. Pro controller 2, it's the
Yippee!
yeah. That was on the bingo card, even though I knew it probably wasn't going to
Yep.
change much.
Got my
The
bad boy right here.
hell yeah. I think mine's I have no clue. It's
That's
gone.
up.
But I know the old one's compatible. You just don't get the button back.
Yeah.
Buttons on the back.
It looks more. It looks
Matte.
like it's matte.
Yeah.
Did you just say matte?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I couldn't tell if it echoed or if it was just
No, yeah,
me
I
saying the
said
same thing at
yeah.
the same time.
No, yeah. It looks like it's just one solid color instead of being translucent.
Yeah. I like it.
Which I kind of like it. Like I do like the Pro controller that we have now, and there's like
I mean,
hidden
yeah.
stuff and there's like hidden stuff inside, and it's different. But I do like just like the sleekness of this because the Joy Cons are the same way, so it kind of matches that. But the
It has
I
a
like
C
the
button,
buttons at
which
the top.
launches Game Chat.
The gray
On the
buttons.
back,
Yeah.
there are new GL and GR buttons.
And they look
which you
more
can
like
use to
really
assign
like white
existing
gray.
buttons.
Like
Yeah, they're like
super- and
a.
also the extra buttons.
They might just be white.
It could just be white, and it could just be the lighting that's messing up. But it looks very just bright gray.
Yeah.
In addition, an audio jack.
Yeah, audio jack.
I'd like
which-
to. I'm wondering if that's just strictly for like headsets with mics or just mics, or if it's actually for
Yeah.
you
Do
can
you
get
see
audio
anywhere
output.
where it has this? You know, when you press the switch button and the lights
It's at
pop
the
up. Do you
it's
see
at
that
the
anywhere?
it's at the top.
Existing button controls.
Oh, I see. It's right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of at
In
the bottom, it's
addition,
at the top.
an
Yeah.
audio jack has been added.
I didn't even
This
realize it. I
includes
wasn't
a
thinking
few
about it,
new
but yeah, I
features,
saw
and
that a
after
second
today's
ago.
presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will
Yeah, I
also
was like, I
be
kept
an
refreshing their
ask
page for
developer
that. I was
article
like
on the
trying to
website,
because they didn't give
where
the
the three of
price.
us
You had to
will
go
talk
like
about
digging
the
for it,
development
and Twitter was like
Who's
yelling
the
at me
We
like
hope you'll check that out as well.
450, 500.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2
I
launch
feel like
date.
a lot of people didn't even know the price. They were just throwing stuff out.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
This
I
would have
w-
been the perfect time to just put the price on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I know
That's what I thought I was gonna say.
I know people are dogging on them online for that because you had to go look for it yourself. Because especially for like if the console is coming out in like half a year, sure, but they wouldn't be doing this presentation half a year away. But since this
Yeah.
console's coming out in 2 months and pre-orders start a week from now, it's like, come on, dude.
April 9th, get your Switch.
Yeah, I want to get it in person, but it may not end up being that like that. So I've lost that kind of nostalgia. I waited outside at 6 a.m. on day 2 for my Switch at a Best Buy. They only had 10. It was very rainy and cold outside and not fun. But I remember telling you that I think we were 7th in line, and people kept coming after the 10th person. Yeah, and they kept coming after the 10th person. So like, we just kept like the Best Buy employees eventually came out at like 9 a.m. or like 8, and they were like handing out little brochures to like the first like 10 people, and then the guy, the guy who was behind the 10th person was like expectedly like this. He was like, "I'm about to get my brochure," and then the Best Buy employee goes like right up to him, and then he just like turns around and goes away. I
I'd be
felt
mad.
so bad. I was just like, obviously it's not my fault, and it's like I don't like it's I'm gonna get my Switch, but I was just like, bro, literally like trolled him so hard. Like he's probably just
I
trying to
would've
get
done
it for his
too.
kid or something, because I think he had like a kid there or something, and he just
Yeah.
straight up turned around.
I'm crashing out. My little
very
backstory
much looking
on my Switch is that I got mine from Texas. We pretty much couldn't see any in the city, and it was like a week after release. And then one of my mom's uh, work representatives that she has in Texas basically was like, "Hey, there's a Switch at this location." And he lives on a farm, so he just went to the like the closest store. They had it there, and he bought it for me. My mom didn't have to pay for it. I got really lucky with that. I'm super blessed with that. And like a week later on a Friday, I got my Switch.
Yeah. It was
I was,
I remember I went to GameStop on launch day, and I was in sixth grade. I didn't know how console launches work because I never got them ever on launch day. Like I always got like
yeah.
I got the Wii U like 2 years after it came out. The Wii
Mhm.
was I was like got the Wii in like 2007. I was like 2. Um, it was just given to us by dad got it something. But like so I never got a console at launch up until that point. I still
Yeah.
kind of consider that launch for me, since it was only the day after. But yeah,
Yeah.
like for the Switch.
Yeah. I mean,
So I technically, because I didn't get the Switch OLED at launch either. I ordered it like in July when they started pre-orders, but I didn't get it until like a few days after because of GameStop.
I feel like the first 72 hours counts as like day one, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think that's. But yeah, I walked into GameStop as a dumb, inexperienced sixth grader. Was like, "Do you guys have any Switches?" Like, oh,
Get out.
and I was just like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh, let's go to Best Buy. Switches." No, but we'll have 10 tomorrow morning if you want to show up. I was like, hell yeah, I'm showing up. So that's
Dang,
yeah.
they told you.
Yeah, I was surprised that they even let me know. But we got there at like 9, like right when they were about to close, and they're like, "Yeah, if you want to show up tomorrow, we're getting 10." I was like, "Oh, you said like 10? Yeah, 10."
Like 1-0?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's great. Only 10.
Yeah.
They probably had like 100 before. But yeah.
Forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait
I'm
just a
still
bit
pissed that
longer.
I didn't get to go. And I'm not getting to go to that tryout event, the hands-on one.
Now,
Oh yeah.
The
broadly
raffle
speaking,
system's broken. I'm just gonna
on
complain.
Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
Okay. 3 types.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is
Okay, so I did. I pointed this out. This is Woolly World that, and they said compatible Nintendo Switch games. And if you guys are unaware, this is not a Switch game. This is a Wii U game, and I don't know if they meant to put that there, but that yeah, that
That's
would
supposed
be
to be there. Okay.
yeah. I hope that it's coming out. And maybe, well, they probably if it was going to come out, they would have announced it last. And it was on my bingo card because I honestly thought,
Yeah.
why not? That's like one of the only Wii U games that still, well, it was on 3DS, but still like one of the only Wii U games that's still on Wii U. They re-released Donkey Kong Country Returns twice. I feel like they could at least just release Woolly World twice, or I guess that's the third time as well. So I don't know. I don't know if that was just
I
a
see why
mistake on their.
not.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a mistake on their part, but I did notice. Like I thought that was interesting. Oh, actually,
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play
Yeah, I
on
saw
Switch
this
2,
coming too.
and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
I think this is really
Please
funny.
take a look.
Like
Yeah, I think it's
The upgrade more
pretty,
I like this
expressive
one.
rumble
The game looks cool.
yeah, cute. I
and
mean,
gameplay that you
we're just getting more
Okay, this is.
game.
all of
I
which
saw
can be
this and I was
accessed
like,
on Switch 2.
"What is this, bro?"
Let's check out 3 new and updated
They look
modes.
like
Switch
gifs, bruh.
Yeah.
Like they
That
just look
uses
like animated
expressive
gifs.
rumble,
Looks like someone just edited them in
all
there.
of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out
Yeah.
3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a
I think
single
that's how the
camera,
game is
up
supposed to be.
4 players can join the festivities.
I like the picture
You'll be
next to
able
the
see
character.
each other's
Oh, you
faces as
already
play,
know. I've
so
already said
you
this
can
earlier.
experience
You know
all
I'm
the
trolling, and then I'm in the
reactions
fighting
and
right
emotions
now.
in real time.
I don't care.
Or
I will
four
say it over and
friends
over
can take
again.
the party online.
It is so toxic. This is life or death.
Life or death
Up
situation.
next,
Screaming at the
it's
top of my
Bowser
lungs, bro.
Live, a A mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice.
Go!
And
You know
cruise
everyone's
in
just gonna
other
be like,
games
ah!
full body
Into that shit.
movement and sound.
Yeah,
Finally,
what?
No one is
Safety
saying
Bar
go.
on
They're
the
gonna be like,
Mouse
ah!
Control Carnival Coaster. With the
I was so
safety bar
confused when I saw
lowered
this
and
at first. I'm
secured,
like, bro, carnival coaster.
you're off.
Hey, Yoshi is not safe, by the way. That didn't go all the way down.
Use mouse controls
No
to
one's
shoot
sitting all the
down
way back. They're
enemies
all gonna
while you
die.
feel the bumps and
Look
rumbles
at
of
this,
the
mouse
coaster.
controls. I mean, it's cute, bro. You can't even hate on it.
When you enter a pipe,
Poor Koopa's
a
though.
mini game will begin. There's a boulder
That looks
game
fun.
where 2 players each
Yeah,
control an
there's
arm.
just a bunch of
And
minigames.
one where you shake a can of
I also like
gravy
this
and
one. It's
quickly
kind of like a
tag
throwback to Pink
objects.
Bombs. Fun.
Ooh, yeah.
Enjoy the thrill of
Forgot
these
about that.
intuitive mini games.
Yeah, these poor Koopas are just getting shot down.
Like, what do they do, bro?
From mini games that use a camera,
It looks like an arcade
built-in
game.
microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is
I'm surprised they didn't
getting
add Cheap Cheap
bigger.
into Mario Kart. At least I
Super
didn't see
Mario
him.
Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus
Now they
Jamboree
added
Edition,
Cataquack, but
launches on
not
Nintendo
Cheap
Switch
Cheap.
2, July 24th.
I mean, if Goomba can drive a car without hands, I'm sure
Nintendo
Cheap Cheap
Switch 2
can too.
players who already own
You see the
Super
Mario Wonder Flower on top of that coaster? I just realized that.
Yeah, the talking flower.
Yeah.
I think
forgot about her name.
that if these cost more than $10, people are gonna tweet.
Yeah, these upgrade packs, 10 and under, bro.
And like I said, if they're gonna keep doing this whole Nintendo Switch 2 edition with the physical games, and I'll put another picture up here like I did a minute ago. Like, if they're gonna keep doing that and make it all ugly with this damn wall of text, like, I'm buying the Switch version of the game and just upgrading that shit with a card or like going on eShop or whatever. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Or I'll just put the card in the case once I've redeemed it. Like, that's just stupid. They know that we don't like that shit, but they still do it just to troll. It's
Nintendo, bro.
Nintendo
They do
move.
their own thing.
Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2
See each other's the legend of
Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna get both of these, but I'm glad that we did.
and the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Dude,
feature
they
enhanced
already
resolution
look
and
good.
frame rate.
And
Yeah, they
then
already
this
look
just
good.
being the cherry on top of the sundae, it's just like, wait.
And then
and then you realize, like, wait, I got another. They put 2 cherries instead of 1.
yeah, and then they show the Korok Forest because that was like probably the buggiest section in the last
Yeah.
game. But it runs so damn smooth. Like,
Which
looks
makes the image
beautiful.
more vibrant,
This right here, dude.
so you can play with smooth
This
Look at
right
that.
here.
definition
Look at that, bro.
Oh my gosh! And now
I
imagine
saw
it
some
being
people
on your
saying,
TV
I
on
saw
top.
some people saying, "Oh, I don't see any differences." Like I watched Jacksepticeye. He was watching it just because he wanted to
Yeah.
hear something about Silk Song. And where was wearing a clown wig and everything. He's acting, but like he said, "Oh, I don't see a difference between the two." I'm like, really?
Old eyes.
Or maybe I don't. Maybe it wasn't him, but I just remember he was wearing a clown wig, and that's what stood out to me.
If you don't see a difference, your eyes gone.
Go get him checked
Hooked.
right now.
Go get them checked. I say that I'm about to go to the eye doctor. So
At least you can still see a difference, though.
yeah, I mean I'm not that blind. I mean I can tell a difference in quality.
Plus, you can get even more
I saw this and I was
information
just like, "What is this,
Zelda
bro?"
Notes.
So we got
GPS.
we got
Google Maps.
Google Maps Zelda before GTA.
I mean, yeah,
It's
bro.
a game-specific service that's
I mean,
exclusive
it-
to the Switch 2 editions of these.
So daily bonus. What is this?
Yeah, like are you gonna? Is it like a daily quest, and then you just get I get this many items if I complete this daily quest, and then the item sharing, auto build sharing.
I know what the
What
auto
is
build thing is.
global play data? I mean,
Like playtime, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm assuming. Obviously, I know what auto build sharing is. It's the build but item sharing, I don't necessarily know what that means.
yeah,
Like-
I don't know. I mean,
like-
yeah, we did see the auto build sharing earlier, but
Yeah, and
I
it has
really don't
QR
know
code
anything
on
about
it, so I'm like, are you just like cheating? Which I mean, the GPS is basically like cheating too for Korok seeds. Which I was like, I would probably use it just because I still want to beat the game 100%, but and I don't really care
Yeah.
because there's like fucking 900 of them. Like I ain't trying to go look at like
I'm sure
read.
someone has a YouTube video out there. Of
Yeah, it would be easier to see where everything is. Definitely,
that shit.
but
Yeah.
I think I would I think they were I think I saw Point Crow talking about how he was gonna do a speed run, like a blindfolded speed run with just the GPS. It was just he was just gonna
Wow.
listen to it, tell him where to go,
Dang.
and be blindfolded. I thought that was interesting. Kind of want to
For
try that.
example,
That actually
it can help
sounds
guide
cool.
you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
You have to like
Guidance
click to activate the
activated.
voice.
Proceed north.
Is it CarPlay compatible?
Bro's, bro's gonna get hit with the
Or
damn Guardian
you
on
can
the way
share your
there.
creations using QR
Oh
codes
yeah,
and
yeah.
send them to another player to create.
It's like Guardian approaching. Please be careful.
Evan.
Evan
What
Carr.
the heck? Wait, that's
What's up, Evan?
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
It already looks so it already looked good, but now it looks even better. Kirby DLC was something I
This was,
wasn't expecting.
You'll be able
yeah, I
to
was
enjoy
not
an
expecting this at
additional
all. I
story
mean,
exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
the
along with
DLC
improved
is
graphics and frame rates.
boy what?
Like whenever we saw that Kirby Air Ride trailer at the beginning, like before they showed everything off, I think the amount of people that said Smash Bros was insane because they're using like his model from Smash or something.
We hope you're looking forward to
Alright,
Kirby's
I'm
new
guilty of
adventure.
it. Well, first I said, wait, is he gonna get into Mario Kart because of the
That would've been
booster?
cool.
For Beyond,
Yeah.
Then I was
with a
like,
Nintendo
wait, is he
Switch and a Nintendo
like
Switch
what's
2
happening? Is he
edition.
going to Mario Kart or Mario Kart? Is it Smash? Like I started just
Bro.
questioning everything. Like, is Kirby even real?
Dude, game looks
In
like
addition to
and I'm not even
Smash,
like a big Metroid person, but it just looks so good.
on Switch 2.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
not a
appreciate
big
it.
Metroid like fan in the sense
you
of
can
I
explore the
played every
immersive
game,
world
but
Like I can
this
admit
GM
that
makes me get into the series.
I got to the end of Dread and then quit because I couldn't beat the boss because I was bad at the game. Or Metroid Dread, or if I don't know if I said Dread, but and then I played a little bit of Prime Remastered and didn't. I just need to get into it. I want to play. Ah,
I'm a
peak!
Pokemon
It's
super
peak.
fan. I'm a Pokemon super fan. Just saying.
It looks so damn
Um,
smooth, dude.
It looks a lot better.
Like I know
It
they didn't
looks-
show any more gameplay, but it just looks so much better than what we've already
Look
seen.
at this.
Mega Ampharos looks majestic as fuck, and then the music sounds like jazzy.
It just looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks really really good.
It's I know that's a late 2025 guy. That's like a holiday game. I'm looking forward to it. I will wait that amount of time.
And yeah, so to clarify, the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, those are exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. So that Kirby DLC you can't play it on Switch 1. Which I think that's
So-
kind of dumb, but
Yeah.
it's what it.
Uh,
Was it
Mouse.
Dragon Drive? Is that what it's called?
Yep. Dragon Drive.
I keep forgetting the name of it. But yeah,
I keep,
wheelchair basketball was not something I had on my bingo card.
Yeah, I was literally thinking Nintendo's canceled, it's over.
I
but
did have Arms 2. This is Arms 2, I guess.
maybe a little. I'm just curious if it's
I think it's just
Like,
basketball.
I feel like they should just add like
I think they
Dragon Drive
should.
DLC, and then
but
it's like
The logo, since it has the basketball in it, I think it's just
Yeah.
basketball, and then maybe like free roam. You can
this
just
game
mess
is
around.
gonna cost $30 and it's gonna die in 2 weeks. So
Now it's gonna cost $60, dude.
yeah.
Because
I
Arms cost
lost their damn
$60.
mind.
I think that's funny.
Like waving your hand, like,
Yeah, the only thing that I have a problem with is if you can't use the mouse on like your lap, like if you don't have like a desk to play on, like where are you gonna do it?
This looks like 2K layout. They had like what do you call it? Like they had other court in the background, and you can see other people playing.
Yeah, there's like a racetrack kind of.
There's a racetrack.
Yeah, I was like I said, I don't know how you're gonna do it if you don't have like a desk, if you can't use the mouse on your lap or something.
Both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off
Legitimate
various
chess.
moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
This is the new Mario sports game, by the way.
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Third-party games.
Elden Ring, kind of crazy.
Elden Ring. I was geeking out at work when I saw this. Yes, I was on my phone at work. I'm guilty.
Or
But
everyone's
I was
watching
geeking
this
out
word.
because I was like, this just feels. I feel like this just feels so foreign to me because when I think of Nintendo, I don't think a game like this could even run on a Nintendo console. And seeing it like this, and yeah, you could say it looks a little like blocky, or not blocky, but like you know, you can see the frames drop.
Oh yeah, this
I
is
get
the.
that
I mean,
argument,
this is like
but-
this. This is the Skyrim of the Switch.
Yeah,
Of the Switch 2. Like seeing
But it-
Skyrim on Switch, like that was something.
that was pretty crazy.
I need to play Hades too.
Hades.
I need to play Hades too.
I need to play this. Yeah, I want to get the physical copy, but Hades 2. I played the first one. I loved it.
Yeah.
I remember having Hades 2 on my wishlist on Steam for the longest time. Finally
Yeah.
came out. Haven't gotten it, but I was wanting to get it on my Switch, but looks like I'm about to get it on my Switch too.
I need to go back and play Hades 1 so I can just fuck around with the shield again because that shit was broken.
That's pretty fun. Not this.
I thought they were gonna do Resident Evil 4
Yeah,
like native.
I thought we were gonna get some other stuff, but all right. Can you pause it real quick? Fighting game scene. I used to play fighting games all the time. I went to Evo last year. Big fighting game guy. I go with my friends all the time to tournaments and stuff like that in locals, or I used to. But if this is a viable source where you could just take your Switch and it's less less room. Like, think about the local tournaments. PS5s cost more, okay, than the Switch. It also cost more to, you know what I mean? Let's just say, I think if the game runs really, really well, I think this will be the new standard. Because I think if it costs cheaper, if it runs well, and let's just say if it does have the 4K support, that's just the cherry on top. And they're giving you the first and second pass of Street Fighter, so you don't have to pay for any of the DLC except for like the upcoming one. I think that's a pretty dang good deal.
Yeah, definitely.
And the amiibos, you can go down and pause it, but the
Yeah,
amiibos-
seeing amiibos coming for a third party, like obviously it's not foreign, like it's happened before, but amiibos for that, like, kind of crazy.
Street Fighter 6 is really big too, and so getting Pass 1 and Pass 2 for free is like, I don't think people realize how good of a deal that is. Yeah, I literally have never heard of this game before, or seen it.
Yeah, I was interested in it. I've heard of the franchise, but I didn't know what it was until they showed me the name. It looks good though. Like,
Yeah, no, it looks.
oh, Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. So also, we plan on playing Split Fiction in the future. We don't know when that'll come out.
I don't know if it's gonna be on Switch, but definitely, I feel like
Yeah,
PC would be easier.
Probably, yeah. When we're recording.
I straight up just wanted to yell boo. Like, I watched the Nintendo store reaction as well. They were all just like boo. Like, no
Go for
one
this
wants
right
this. Yeah, no one wants this, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a nothing burger. Yeah, let me waste money every
In the
year on this
microtransactions.
game.
Hi, I'm Alan 2 from Avalanche
In
Software.
the microtransactions, yeah.
We are bringing Hogwarts.
I
wasn't
started-
expecting this, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I started playing it and then I never finished it, so I may go back.
You'll be immersed
Honestly,
in a
by
living world
this,
like never
like,
before.
while I was saying this, I was literally thinking,
And the new mouse controls
at
on
this
Switch
point,
2
any
give you
game
even
could be on
more
this
ways.
console.
And it has
because-
mouse controls.
Yeah. So that's
Discover the
another
enhanced magic
feature.
when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same
I mean,
day
just-
as Switch 2.
It just
Like,
it's a whole new ballpark.
I think the way that Metroid handles mouse controls, like where you hold the Joy-Con in your left hand and you could use the joystick to move, so you have more direction, and
Reminds
then
me
you
of,
use
like,
a
the
mouse.
Wii.
Yeah, it's kind of like a nunchuck, but
So,
you have more directional input whenever you're using a joystick instead of like WASD. So it's just kind of I kind of like that. I'd like to try that out.
yeah. Also, I mean, skateboarding.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and then just
The
the
time
random SpongeBob time card as well.
Yeah, that was. It was just like for a second too.
Yeah, like they just did not elaborate at all.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Our flagship title, World of
I'm not a
Assassination,
big fan of Hitman, but I mean, more
I
than merrier, I guess.
I
Like,
know they
it's-
had
as the best
the
possible
cloud
way,
edition,
Agent 47
and I was just
does
like,
everything he can to accomplish his mission.
why not have it native now?
And how each mission progresses
Yeah.
will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Uh,
Our ever-expanding game will release on the
Just
same
putting
day
a banana
as Switch
peel.
2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Yeah, okay, this
And
was
also,
this was
right
awesome,
here,
man.
I knew exactly what it was
Yeah.
once they turned the barrel around. When you can see this right here, I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
what does it really mean? We don't know. Other than 007, we're getting a new one. But
James Bond
Very
Yeah.
much looking forward to that. Mouse controls are going to be fun on that.
is coming to Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
2, so stay tuned.
Square Enix,
Yeah, I was a fake fan this morning and said, "Oh, we're getting more Final Fantasy," and then I was just like, "Oh," but I've always, I mean,
Yeah.
this is another series I've kind of looked at. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting," so maybe I might get that.
Featuring the brave and default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
yeah, I don't,
Change and customize jobs.
I'm not usually into these games.
Yeah,
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded
But I'm not against it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just
I
not.
play RPGs from time to time. I mean, I played all of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it's a different game than a lot, but I mean, it's similar to others too.
I'm more of a JRPG kind of guy.
Yeah.
Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light. Once
Oh, and I forgot that's launch day as well.
And this is a big hitter. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know Shiloh's happy. He's gonna get the
Yeah.
Switch too.
just take you Yakuza wherever you want. That's really just what this is. You can take any of these games that we just saw, wherever you want. Going on a road trip somewhere, boom. Elden Ring, Yakuza. I mean, it's just the ease of access to. I mean, it's really.
We'll have more games to show
Revolutionary.
from our publishing and development partners. But for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a look.
Oh yeah.
I won't
Soon
speak
as-
on this one as much, but
As soon as I saw Koei Tecmo, I already knew what it was. Cause, yeah, and as soon as I saw that, I was confirmed. I knew what it was.
alright, now YouTube don't hate me, but I haven't played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom just because I'm a lazy bastard. But my cousin is a super fan of Nintendo and Zelda specifically, and so I knew he was very happy about this. And one of my close friends, Christian, he's also. I knew he was happy about this, but I know nothing.
Yeah, I saw like Nathaniel Bandy. He thought that this was like a full-fledged like Zelda game.
Perhaps you
Yeah.
truly have traveled back.
I was just like, nah, bro, because like this scene looks like it's like an actual game, like they're walking. But and then you see the cut to the Hyrule Warriors gameplay. I think that Age of Calamity,
good.
yeah, Age of Calamity needs a Switch 2 edition really bad.
My cousin was telling me that 3 Hyrule Warriors games is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, I haven't played
Like-
the first one, but I played all of Age of Calamity. It got hard during the end to me. Like it was pretty. Like it was actually gave me a challenge, but
Yeah.
the frame rate was the main thing. But like it was always constantly running at 30 and like choppy. Age of Imprisonment is a fucking like kick.
It's a crazy name.
Kick-ass
That's a crazy name.
I just thought it would be the Imprisoning War, but it was just following
And
the
it's a
same.
winter release.
Yeah.
That was Hyrule
which is when I
Odyssey,
think the other one came out in November as well, so kind of
It's
fit.
being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support.
They did a good job with it and everything. It was the hardware just
We hope
wasn't
you're
made
looking
for it.
forward
And
to the
but
untold
I don't know,
story of
this
the
looks
imprisonment
good to me.
which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Raru.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can
course.
continue to enjoy
Show the trailer.
Nintendo Switch
I
Online.
I knew this was
on
coming.
Switch 2.
Like
Please.
I think everyone knew this was coming eventually. And
Yeah, we put it on our bingo card.
yeah. And it's like I understand that it's good, but now we're not getting Wind Waker HD. Or probably Twilight Princess. Well, we still probably could get that because they didn't mention it, but I don't know. I'm assuming they're adding more than what they have on there, but I was like, was it really worth it to do that instead of release Wind Waker HD again or Wind Waker 4K?
Transcending history and the world.
I thought this was cool.
In this 3D weapons-based
I forgot that Link
game,
was in Soul
each
Calibur
fighter comes equipped
on the
with a different
GameCube.
weapon, and Link
Yeah.
from the Legend of
I
Zelda
watch
series enters the fray.
Mega Million
Soul
Dude,
Calibur
Maximilian. I don't know,
Mhm.
Mega Million. Maximilian
Experience a
Dudes
world of
actually does a bunch
white-knuckle
of
racing
fighting
at
game stuff.
speeds over 2,000
And
kilometers per
I
hour.
remember watching a clip of his
30
reaction.
machines will put it all on the line.
I'm sure he was happy. Yeah.
Featuring the series first machine customization.
We're never getting a new F-Zero game.
Get ready to experience
No.
F-Zero.
I mean, I knew we definitely weren't getting one today because of Mario Kart, but just like we're definitely not gonna happen.
This is taboo what we're looking at right now.
I've never done online or like any kind of like local or online co-op in the retro game.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your
I did think
liking.
this was cool. You can customize, which I was also thinking, did
More
they not
titles
have this
will be
before?
added in the future.
But
I'm not sure.
Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, no, all the Luigi's
Pokemon
Mansions
Coliseum.
are on the Switch.
The Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch.
I was kind of hoping that they would re-release or like release the remastered version of Luigi's Mansion like they did with 2, because they released Luigi's Mansion on 3DS as well.
Yeah.
Also be released. It
Sorry
can
guys, I
connect
keep on
wirelessly
yawning. Tired.
and also has a C button.
Been a long day.
To quickly access game chat.
Yep.
The
My phone
Nintendo
woke me up at
GameCube
5:45 and I was just like,
exclusive Nintendo Switch
I forgot to turn off my
Online
work
members
alarm.
will also be available
Gotta
the
make
same day
sacrifices.
as Nintendo Switch 2.
But I was ready. I've been up for
Whether you're familiar with the games or
13
haven't
hours
played
now.
them before,
Yep.
we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
I feel bad because I like haven't done anything today but this.
Continue to play
It's
select
really
games from the
depressing.
systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, sometimes you gotta take one of those
Okay,
days.
let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
I'm so sorry, I keep on yawning. Let's get hype! Yeah!
Deltarune!
Go! No, I looked at this, it kind of creeped me out.
Yeah, I saw that first and I was just like, what is this? And also the audio was like behind on the
It
stream
just reminds
this
me
morning.
of a very old cartoon, and like just that first part, whatever. Not
Yeah.
this, but I was like, God. Or
I
a
have
really
a-
old PBS show.
Yeah, I followed Undertale, and Undertale's a really good game. I haven't played any of Deltarune yet, but I know everyone thinks it's really good, so
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know if Chapter 3 or 4 were out yet before this announcement, but
I don't think it was though.
if they weren't, then everyone's eating good today.
I don't know. I don't know what's with them. Just waiting. I don't think they were, but
Launch day, too.
yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Randy from Gearbox.
Borderlands 4.
Yeah, this. I played Borderlands 2, and actually the first and the second one a lot growing up. And I played Borderlands 3 maybe a little bit. It just did not
Yeah.
feel the same at all.
I heard people were
Like, it
saying
just
Borderlands
didn't-
3 wasn't the same.
Yeah.
But
Which I don't want it to be a carbon copy same.
yeah,
I just wish the fundamentals were a little bit still there from the first and second game. But seeing that the fourth one is gonna be on Switch is gonna. All right, my friend Christian loves Civ. I don't like it. I think it's boring. I mean, I also have
yeah,
ADD.
and it's also
I cannot be
like they
bothered
just
by it.
released this and it's really buggy on PC from what I've heard. So it's like I don't even want to know how it runs. 2K, we got 2K.
Get that out of here.
Yeah,
We don't
whatever.
like these games.
Now
Not on
this is good.
channel.
Now this game is going to be ingrained in everybody's mind for the rest of their lives. No matter like if you even know what the game is, like see if I can find this here.
I think that's everything. Let's set. Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything.
It was like this scene or something.
Started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
What?
Okay.
Nicely done.
I don't know. It like freeze framed on something like on this. So the stream was like the stream was frozen like this for like forever on Nintendo America. So that's why everyone had to jump over to UK. So like their viewer count like skyrocketed because everyone was getting off of the American.
Yeah, there's like a million people.
So it just kept on going, and then it eventually like repeated itself, and then they eventually got it back. But then everyone missed enter the Gungeon.
That's what I was wondering what it was. I couldn't tell.
It looks cool, like, and I missed it. I was like, what am I missing?
Wow, I missed this. This is actually my first time seeing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Wow.
Like, what a thing to miss,
And this
just
is the
because
second
the
game,
stupid
bro.
survival kids. Yeah.
Oh no, I would be mad if I was
I would be mad if I was the developer. Like, your game got
Yeah.
missed.
at the
I
time
missed
to
this too.
advertise and it's just not showing out.
Well, especially for the console direct, bro. Like,
Yeah. Which it was just America, by the way.
yeah. Stupid Americans were stupid.
Yep. Can't even watch a single Nintendo Direct.
And that, like, never happens either. Like, really. It just happened to be today. But I know they're like...
It looks cute.
I know there was like 1.5 million people on it once today on America. So I was like, I know that, but still, just...
This game looks cute. I don't know. Yeah, it's just cute.
I called it. I didn't put this on the bingo card, but I had a feeling that I might see it.
Honestly, after I saw everything else, I was like, why not put this game in here?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I see it.
It looks like it runs well. I know they fixed all the bugs so long ago. It looks like it runs
And
well
maybe it
enough.
gives me a
Though.
reason to play this game finally.
Yeah. I got it on PC when it was on sale when it was still buggy and played it like an hour and I was like, eh. But I'll definitely go back to it.
Oh, and this game.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot.
It's such a good game. Like if I hadn't already played it, I probably would play it again on here or play it on here.
To play it because hopefully I can get a physical copy of this too. I
Yeah.
don't know. Wait, are they doing physical copies of these or no?
They didn't say, but I'd assume they would. At
I
least
would
like
hope so,
at least like the
'cause-
game key thing. Because I know this
I
game
think
is like this actually no. This game's like 100 gigs.
Yeah.
So it's I mean obviously I know they're gonna
Pretty
scale it down a
much.
little bit, but they're probably gonna give a game key. Yeah. Oh yeah. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick.
Internet freaked out.
Like
I thought it wasn't real for a second.
like it's just funny. Like people like it was literally a 2-3 second clip. And everyone was freaking out just because we hadn't heard a damn thing. It's just
release date now.
yeah, it's just it's just really funny.
And not even a real release.
Or
date,
no, yeah,
it's
we have a
years.
it's still coming this year, and that could obviously so
2025. So we'll see you in 2032.
yeah, we'll see you in 7 years, whenever the console's about to go into the Switch 3.
These games are just doom scroll on TikTok. I mean,
That's kind of cool. I like the
yeah,
Marvel.
we saw a lot of these games also.
Yeah, that's just like
also, Star Wars Outlaws apparently.
yeah, a lot of these are from last week.
Yeah.
Fortnite. on my
Okay,
screen.
Fortnite. What do you expect? You know.
I didn't even know Human Fall Flat 2 was a thing.
I didn't know it even was in progress.
Oh yeah,
So,
this.
I have a big opinion on this. So, Nintendo boys were up. We win.
Yeah.
The Sony ponies and the squares at Xbox, they lose terribly.
And
We
it's
win.
all Sony's
We're on
fault.
top.
Like they could have very easily had this, but they just like
They could
nah.
have prevented it. But you know, our guy who makes these games, he said, you know what? I'm gonna go where I'm loved. Over here. On this side of the river.
Exclusively.
Exclusively. And guess what? I'm armed and ready. You can't come onto my lawn. You're not welcome. But here, I'm welcome. And I have a family behind my back. Just saying.
Like
This is
I'm
literally
not trying to
Bloodborne
like
2,
I'm not
but
trying to have console wars in 25, but I'm just saying like if a PlayStation user, which I have a PlayStation right fucking here. I have a
Oh yeah, I do
PlayStation.
too. I'm not
But like it's tell me 3 games right at this second that PlayStation has that isn't anywhere else. Like Astrobot, and I couldn't tell
Gun
you
back to
2
your
more.
head. Answer the question. Yes, you, chatter. Answer the question. Gun back to your head.
Yeah, you're dying today.
Nothing.
You're dying today.
Nothing. We didn't do it. We didn't put the gun to your head. But
Yeah. Just kidding.
you can't. You can't. You wish you could.
Like, yeah, Spider-Man. If you want to play, like I said, if you want to play Spider-Man a year before it comes to PC, sure. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I will say it was fun, but paying $500 or $400 minimum for a console just to play one game and then it comes to the PC later, it's just like, what the fuck is it? That's crazy.
Beautiful.
Well, you know it's going to be hella optimized because it's a Switch 2 exclusive.
So yeah. When I saw bro with the gun and the blade, I was like, oh, we're eating.
And yeah, this is gameplay.
We're eating good. Hey, it might not be perfect, but as Nintendo fans, we're a family, right? And we're grateful for what we get.
Yeah, ain't that
60% of the
ain't
time.
that the truth?
But you already know we're grateful. We're blessed to have this over here. Bro, got the Uzi.
Carrier of blood.
This game is beautiful. Just amazes me. Bro turns into a dino. What's the lore behind it? We don't know. We'll find out.
Tears will flow for one,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy.
and one alone.
Bros in pajamas.
Put on some flowers, bro. Put 'em on.
The Dusk Bloods. Pretty cool.
I got this.
And who is this rat bird creation?
Yeah, I was like, who's this?
We don't know. Very promiscuous. I'm
Only
joking.
on Nintendo Switch 2. I don't even know what I'm getting.
Brand new game by From Software.
Yes, it was. I gotta watch that creator thing. Do what they say.
Look at this.
Kirby.
Yep. So bro just descends from the heavens.
Yeah, it's like I thought this whole thing was cool. They used the Smash model. I know everyone was talking about that. And I was just
Yeah,
like,
everyone was kind of geeking on him, not gonna lie.
because I mean, and it makes sense because he was the main character of World of Light. But
No, because at first I literally thought this was like, oh shit, he's trying to get his shit together so he can go back to help the other Smash Bros. You know?
Yeah.
The Smash guys. But then I saw this, I was like,
bro
wait,
gets
what?
yeah.
Then maybe he's in Mario Kart. Bro has his own cart ready to go. Maybe.
Taking a portal to the Mario Kart world.
Or maybe it's something we didn't completely expect at all.
Yeah, out of everything, I mean, yeah, that they could have
Could be our
announced.
writers.
I didn't play the first one because I wasn't around, but I mean, hey, looks fun just for the teaser. Looks really good.
Sounds fun, yeah. Riders, mind you. Don't forget.
Riders.
And now, oh well,
The man, the myth, the legend.
made by Sakurai, so that clearly means he's not working on anything else.
Yeah, well, it's like, and this is the game that he wanted to make.
which originally
So it's like,
I mean, yeah.
I was like, let the man rest, but he probably wanted to do this.
we hope you're looking
I mean, he
forward
wanted to
Kirby
work
Air
on Kirby from the
Riders,
beginning, and he wants
directed
to
by Masahiro
mess with his
Sakurai.
child. This is his child right here.
Yeah,
Next is our last trailer for today.
last
Please
trailer.
take a look.
Yep. And now I'll give a little preview when I'm saying this, okay? But I love Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong game? Are you
I love Donkey Kong.
like? I should have realized with the minecart here. I was kind of just like, I didn't really know what to expect. It could be like Mario Galaxy 3, Odyssey 2, but I mean, I should have seen with the banana. Like, it's obviously a banana. If you look at it.
really knew what it was until I saw this right here, that image. Just a
Yeah.
bunch of monkeys. I was like, it's got to be DK. And hearing him pound, who is it? And now with the designing talk again. I love it.
I think he looks funny and really funny in overalls. Like, it's like they're honestly trolling us at this point because they didn't give us a Mario game, so they just threw him in overalls and called it a day. But this music goes hard. Like, the music is so crazy. Like, orchestrated soundtrack.
You could tell they clearly cared about making this game, and I'm just happy as a DK fan. This is I'm so me and Spencer actually had this conversation about, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
About what we just want from the future of Nintendo, and as a DK fan, I said I would love for a open world or open zone.
And I thought it was going to come every direct, but it didn't. They had to wait until the new console came.
I honestly gave up hope, but I guess my hope.
He's so
was
expressive.
restored. Yeah, he's very. There's a lot of emotion.
Oh, banana.
I mean, it just looks so good. The bad guys look really cool.
Yeah, and one of them looks like a Kong, like a wrinkly old Kong.
Yeah. I like how it's just different monkeys. Just the bosses.
And perfect name.
Bonanza.
Perfect name.
I mean, it just makes sense.
And then to top it all off, comes out on my birthday.
Yep, comes out on his birthday, and it is 2 days earlier than my birthday. My birthday is July 19th.
Action game starring Donkey Kong.
Like I said, I haven't had a game come out on my birthday since Paper Mario the Origami King. So I was just like, yeah, man. Imagine if this had been a 3D Mario game and it had come out on my birthday. It would have been even better. But I mean, hey, this looks really freaking cool.
Yep.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you
Jump
for
scare.
watching so far.
When they said so far, I was like, oh, you got one more announcement?
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
I think that's fitting.
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
And then I thought they were going to
Release
drop us
Nintendo Switch
OLED.
2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version
Funny
of
enough,
Mario
I
Kart
just looked
World.
up. July 19th, guess what came out on my birthday on the
For more
NES?
details, please check
What?
the official Nintendo Switch 2 website. which
Donkey Kong
goes
3.
live later
Really?
Yep. In
It's funny.
1986.
That's
July
crazy.
19th.
But that's all we have to share. for today.
1986.
You'll have to wait
Which
just a
was
bit longer
actually
for
like
launch.
5 years before my mom
We're
was
very
born.
much looking forward to
Or 5 years
everyone
after my
being
mom was
able
born,
to
so my mom could
experience
easily
Nintendo
play the
Switch
game
2.
and not let me know.
And these guys,
Appreciate you joining
Oh
us.
shoot!
as much as I
Fantasy actually came out.
love these guys, they did not say the price.
Yeah, they didn't.
GG, it's over. So, final impressions. You can go first, or I can go first, and then give your score out of 10.
Okay, I'll go first. I think So 9 out of 10. And I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because I got pretty much everything that I asked for that I wanted to see. Not everything I was going to get, but everything I wanted to see and a little bit more. I think the only thing that would have made it perfect is that if it came out later. So, and that's a personal preference, which it came out later on my birthday, so I could get it for free. But
Same,
yeah,
but
I mean, other than that,
you know how it goes.
it's really it was a really good direct. It was a really good presentation to show all these games that we have already played but we can get upgrades on, and being able to see these new games, not technically new as in they just came out, but new as in it's new for Switch fans who only play on the Nintendo Switch, like CD Projekt Red coming out with some games, and being able to see some Softworks games, Square Enix. A lot of these companies coming out and releasing games and working with Nintendo makes me happy. It's probably my overall view on that for review. So official 9 out of 10.
I'd say in terms of directs go, last week's I was happy that we got one, but there was a lot that could have been done that would have been paid that for me. Like if they were going to like I said on our bingo card, which I can put on screen, Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know why they didn't release it 5 years ago. I know that it was during COVID and they probably didn't have that one ready, which I understand that, but the fact that they didn't end up releasing it like a few years later is kind of just weird to me.
Yeah.
I know why they didn't release Prime 2 and 3 remastered because so close to 4 is, but I do think a time where they put both of those on or Switch 2 or both at least one of them would be good. We're not getting Wind Waker remaster anytime soon, even though it's just copy and paste cash grab because they didn't Switch Online. Twilight Princess maybe. I don't know if they're planning on adding more after that or if they're just sticking with. I give it a 9 out of 10. Well, it's the best direct I've seen in a while. I was on a Nintendo drought recently, obviously, because they waited a long time to do a direct. It's been, I don't even know when the last one was for. So, I would give it an honest 9 out of 10. Obviously, we didn't get Mario Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3, but we did get a DK game. Something that I didn't think we'd see for a while, but I'm glad we did because it looks interesting. Music's cool, though. I like the new style, all of that. But yeah, like I said, final thoughts 9 out of 10. I think that I don't really know exactly what I would have wanted to make it better besides Galaxy 3 because I'm biased. Other than that, I'd say 9 out of 10. Would recommend.
That's pretty good.
But yeah. Anyways, be looking forward to more videos in the future. I know working on a repo video right now that we've been putting clips together and everything. And we're also going to start recording Mario Wonder, hopefully do a playthrough that every once in a while. We'll drop a video on there. Yeah. Then we'll also have a trailer coming out sometime soon. I still gotta think about how we want to come across on that video. But otherwise, that's about it for now. Stay tuned for more stuff, and we next time. See ya.
Bye.